Righto, Telio there champs, and welcome to 2022, and we got a lot of news in this video. Yes, some news about the AMD mobile CPUs, the next one up to 5 GHz. We're going to see how fast the RTX 30 Ti laptop GPUs are going to be and what TGP they will be. Some leaked information about laptops coming out at CES, MSI laptops, and of course this beast here, the Legion 5 Pro. We're going to talk about that. And yeah, I cannot wait for CES. I mean, I cannot confirm or deny these things. I may have been briefed or may have not been briefed. You never know. But this stuff is all public information and you can go out there and get it. And you can take it for what it's worth there. It's pretty much leaked everywhere, right? So anyway, I hope 2022 is great. And you guys in the Northern Hemisphere, I know it's getting a bit cold, but look at my view right here, right now. This is me. Yes, we are the home of the 40-degree Christmas. Australia, Melbourne in particular here, and yeah, if you're into laptops, gaming, Macs, whatever, make sure you subscribe. 2022, we're going to smash it. We're going to have a great year this year, aren't we? Come on, we've got to do it. Bar's pretty low, right? We've got to smash 2022. But anyway, let's get into this. Now basically here, you can screenshot this. WCCF Tech and video cards is where I'm getting most of my information from. All leaks, of course. And we're going to have Ryzen 9 6980HX 5 GHz. That's the main thing here. 5 GHz, 45 watt plus. Apparently later on in the year, we're going to have 16 core laptops. Yes, from AMD's. But this is what we've had leaked here. This is probably what they're going to announce. So I can't wait to test these CPUs in laptops. And that's the thing, right? We've got some major silicon upgrades on CPU and GPU. And talking about GPUs, RTX 3080 Ti. So we're going to go up to 175 watts apparently. Yes, indeed, 175 watts. So that's like 10 watts more than like a high-end sort of, gaming laptop. Yes, they may chuck some extra CUDA cores in. Really, the extra CUDA cores are not going to make that much difference unless you get faster memory and more power. And we're getting both of those things, okay? We can see here, 16 gigabytes, up to 16 gigabytes. That's the same as usual, but we're going to 16 gigabits per second. So that's 2 gigabits per second faster, along with 10 extra watts, as you can see here. 175 watts versus 165. So an extra 10 watts plus an extra 2 gigabits per second will give us a nice boost there. So here's a chart here. You can see there should be more CUDA cores as well. CUDA cores won't make that much of a difference. I think the big difference is going to be the memory speed plus the extra 10 watts. I think the 3080 Ti is the one. It doesn't look like the 3070 Ti is getting faster memory. So the 3080 Ti 175 watt is what you want, and that's going to be an absolute beast, especially if you have a MUX switch. Now let's get into some leaked laptops, and here we have the GS77 Alder Lake P Ampere Ti upgrade. Yes, let's just get into the specs. That's what we want to see here. Okay, 12th generation CPUs, of course, from Intel. Will there be an AMD version? I don't think so. I think MSI is sort of, more tied to Intel. We really want to see the premium laptops with both AMD and Intel as an option. That's what we want to see, but I don't think that will be the case with these MSIs. But anyway, you can see the displays there. 16:9, okay, that's one thing. Up to 360 Hz if you want a full HD. Why would you want a full HD these days? Let's go for the 1440p, 240 Hz 1440p. Wolf, that's what I'm talking about. DDR5, that may be a problem if you want to upgrade. Will you be able to get the DDR5? And for gaming, we already know that it's not that much of a difference there. One thing we can see here is Wi-Fi 6E, awesome. Of course, Intel 12th generation, 12900H, no HK. The HK is good if you want to undervolt, but I mean, a 12900H will be plenty fast enough. And of course, that 3080 Ti laptop, hopefully it is a 175 watter. Come on MSI, you got to do that. You can see all the ports there, you can have a look. Also a 99 watt hour battery, that is good. But actually, you can see there it says 240 watts. You ain't getting a 175 watt GPU in a 240 watt package there. Forget about it, unless that's a typo. You're not getting a 175 watt. And even if you did, it'll be power limited, I would say. Also, it does have HDMI 2.1 and it does say 4K 120, so it is a proper HDMI 2.1, so that looks amazing. Now, one of my favorite laptops of the year, no doubt, no question, is the Legion 7. Now, the Legion 5 Pro, it's just like a cheaper version of the Legion 7, you can sort of say, It has Zone RGB instead of per key. It doesn't have the same vapor chamber as the Legion 7, and it's not quite as premium as the Legion 7 as well, but basically the same sort of specs, right? Well, that's what's going to be happening here. We're going to be upgrading to 12th generation CPUs. That is without a doubt. Does look a bit different. The Y logo looks like it's gone on the back. It does look less gamery, so that's a thing. Now, of course, it was 16 by 10. It didn't quite have the power as the Legion 7, but you know, it had a 140 watt 3070. It should get the new GPUs, and we should get some Ryzen versions with, you know, Ryzen 7 6800H. But I won't talk about this Legion too much. But when they release the press release, I will talk about all these Lenovo laptops, because they release the best spec sheets, the most detailed spec sheets. They release them on the day that they announced, so that's what we want to see, so stay tuned for that. But man, what laptop are you looking forward to? Of course, we're going to have a next generation of the Legion 5, which doesn't get the 16 by 10 display. It's usually 16 by 9, but yeah, that's more affordable. And it looks like basically what's happening here is we're going to have the same sort of laptops, basically with the new Intel or AMD CPU and the Nvidia Ti options as well. Of course, we'll see what happens with AMD as well, but it's going to be an exciting year in terms of specs for laptops, and believe me now, you want to subscribe because there are some really innovative laptops coming out. I can tell you that at least. Anyway, catch you next one, guys. Tally ho.